my wife is actually an incredible hula hooper, and she would be so disappointed in me if she saw the performance I just put on. I don't know why, but she's just really good at hula hooping. She can get low and do all the cool stuff. And she taught me one time. She said, "You don't stand like this, and it's not in your hips; it's in your something." But I couldn't remember the tips that she gave me, and I'm sorry that I failed miserably during the hula hoop. Okay, they gave me the most exciting portion of the day. So I'm going to delay for a few minutes and wait for everyone to sit down, because I think everyone that's in this room is really, 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 really going to want to hear what I have to say. So if you're grabbing drinks or whatever, come back to your seats, because everyone's going to want to, oh, clicker. Now that I have my microphone, everyone can hear me. That was my dad. But before I get into what I'm going to get into, there's two things I want to touch on. One of them is the swag store. I've heard that, I think because the walls are so thick with all the concrete and stuff, it's a beautiful venue, but I don't think the internet works very well here. So the swag store is having some technical difficulties with payments going through. But the nice thing is it's on a link, and you can buy it at any time over the weekend. And all you have to do is show your receipt, and they can deliver the swag to you. So you don't have to go and wait at the table and purchase swag there. You can purchase your swag or anything you want. You can scroll and pick your stuff. Oh, thank you. We have an enthusiastic swag shopper over there. So you'll be able to purchase your swag over the course of the weekend, and you can pick it up at any time. So don't worry, don't get frustrated. We'll work out the kinks as we go, because that's what we do. The second point that I was going to talk about is the Swish NutraSwish 4X. Oh shoot, NutraSwish Extra Strength is what we're supposed to call it. NutraSwish Extra Strength is now the default NutraSwish product that is going to be shipped all over the world. Now, last year, we had launched an improved version of our product, and we had told everyone, look, the price is going to increase by $5. So be ready for that. And over the course of the past year, we never increased it, because around 6 months in, we started that Eurofins test, and we knew that that was the product we wanted to deliver to our field at the end of the day. So we decided not to raise that NutraSwish product that we were selling over the course of the past year. And the price increase that we talked about a year ago is what would be taking place today. So that price, it's like Steve said, it's only $5 more. Anyone who is in auto ship still receives the $50 price point. So you don't have to worry. If you purchase a $300 quarterly pack, the price is not going to change. So luckily, it's only for single bottle purchases and the 2-pack purchases where you'll see that $5 increase. If you're purchasing a quarterly pack or you're on auto ship, everything stays the same. So how about that? Extra strength for this essentially the same price. Okay. Do I have most everybody's attention? Give me thumbs up. I'll wait for the delay. Okay. A couple months ago, I was in Arizona on a trip, and I was talking to a very prominent person about our company, about NutraSwish and about our product and about glutathione. And he was in love with our story, and he had run a very successful company. And as I was explaining glutathione to him, he loved what I had to say, but he said, that's pretty complicated. What else can you nanosize? What else can go through your hydrostat process? And he said, could you just do like hydrostat, like caffeine for me when I go to the gym? He said, because that would be incredible if I could just take something like that. And I thought to myself, he said, that would be so cool if I could just take that. So I went back to the corporate team and I had a thought. Every product we have is a hero. We have products that do amazing things. Bert just launched hers internationally. And it's such an incredible product. It has 13 ingredients that have all gone through hydrostat that can be utilized and delivered directly to the cell. Our glutathione, Steve went through all of the functions that glutathione does in the body, on and on and on and on. But sometimes, not all of us have the photographic memory that Steve has. And for me personally, sometimes it's hard to explain the benefits of glutathione. It's easier for me to explain that our hydrostat platform is the best delivery method for nutrients in the world, right? That's very simple. And then I usually will send a video of Steve talking about glutathione because he's the best when it comes to glutathione. But when I don't have time to communicate all of the benefits that our hero products does, I thought, and I mentioned to our team, we need some products that people can refer and give to other people that are so simple that everybody knows what those ingredients are. So I said, let's take one ingredient that everybody knows, that the whole world knows, and then the message for brief introductions isn't a very long, drawn out, complex introduction. Maybe for younger people who don't have the bandwidth or the attention span to go into glutathione, maybe they can refer something that their friends are already using, but give them the best version of that ingredient. So with that, we decided to launch 3 new products at this convention. And these 3 products are so simple and so shareable that we believe that this is one tool that's going to take us to $1 billion and beyond. So with that being said, I will present to you how about that? What we've done when we can focus on 1 or 2 ingredients and package it into one teeny little bottle, we can concentrate the amount of hydrostat caffeine or hydrostat magnesium or hydrostat zinc for immunity. We can pack it into a little bottle that will last 1 month and be able to share and have the same effect as a big swish bottle. So now this is I'll go back. Let's see. This is our NeumiMist line of sprays. We always say swish and spray. Now we will have a line of oral sprays that you can use to grow your businesses. So with that, I will bring up our Chief Innovation Officer to talk about the development of these products and some sample products as well. How's it going, Bert?
How you doing?
I want to say one thing. I haven't had any caffeine since I've been to Europe. Besides this, I haven't had coffee. I had a little bit of Coca-Cola. but I was dragging during the Achieve meeting this morning, and I pulled this out, and I sprayed some under my tongue, and someone made eye contact with me as I was spraying, and he looked at me like, "Oh my gosh," and I said, "If you say anything, I'll kill you." Luckily, he kept his mouth shut, so.
Okay, so we now have extra strength, hers, and 3 sprays. 5 products for our 5th anniversary. You see how clever that was for us? Very quickly, because we don't want to take a long time. Oh. The energy spray. We've got 3 ingredients, very simple. We have caffeine, we have L-theanine, and we have taurine in it. Each one of those has a particular role. Now you got to understand that I've been over the years uncomfortable every time Rayan wants me to do caffeine because he's young and he's energetic and he'd want to drink the whole bottle. And he could do it. But we've been very careful on the sprays. Of course, you all know what caffeine does. Caffeine is the most investigated stimulant. It's got more studies than anything else. So it's naturally occurring. And it, in fact, does all of these things. It enhances alertness, reduces fatigue, and supports everyday energy. This thing was designed, and we'll go on with the next piece to it. The L-theanine, its role is to level out the caffeine. How many of you have had caffeine? It's taking you up, you get really shaky, and then it drops you back down again. Does that happen to you?
Yes.
L-theanine takes the curve, smooths it out, and drops it down more naturally. So you don't get the shakiness of caffeine nor the crash afterwards. And then taurine goes to specifically the cells and allows the cells to act more in a way that is more energetic. So this whole concept, this whole energy concept is designed specifically as a lift, as a spray. Ryan's thought was that it would be good just before workouts. In situations like that, we've had an opportunity to have. Now we don't do animal testing. You understand? We do not do animal testing, and it's okay because we don't have to, because we have Rayan and Steve do our testing for us. So, Rayan, the nature of these sprays are 3 sprays, 3 spreads in your mouth, and that's a dose. That's a serving, excuse me. And as such, all you'll need is 3 sprays with all of these. Of course, there are those that would want to do more, like Rayan, who went from 3 sprays to how many did you try the first time? 12. He did 4 times what is written on the bottle. He felt just happy. He's just normal. Okay. Now we've got another one. We love the model, by the way. It's Ryan's wife. So we have our relax formula. It is not a sleep aid. It's not designed as a sleep aid. It's designed specifically to unwind, to slow down, to change gears. We've also had people use it as they've gotten into some kind of an anxiety setting. Like standing in front of you makes me nervous. Maybe I ought to have a spray. We have two ingredients here. One is myoinositol, and the other one's magnesium citrate, or gluconate, sorry. And the myoinositol is a naturally occurring sugar that's in your body that makes a difference in terms of your brain saying, it's okay, you've got enough, you've done enough, it's time now to slow down, you don't have to use it, you don't have to work as hard. It creates both serotonin and GABA in your systems. Both of those are designed to slow the process down, make you more comfortable. The magnesium side of it, it's the most absorbing of the magnesiums, and it's designed, magnesium itself. How many of you have seen or know about magnesium as a sleep aid? A number of people will take magnesium in much larger doses because it helps them fall asleep. Now, we didn't do the mega dose of it, but the whole thing is to help reduce your nervous system and allow you to have a better sleep. Okay, so that's number, 4. And our fifth one the conversation that we've had on this. Now, you got to understand that we have talked about a number of products. You should be in some of our meetings sometimes. Somebody will have just seen something on the internet or an ad on TV or talked with somebody, and the conversation is, oh, we ought to be doing this product or that product. I've not ever come to a meeting like this where I have not left with somebody saying, oh, you should do this, or you should do this, or you should do this. So our product list is huge. And we started looking at what kinds of products would be the best to launch in this kind of a setting. That's a clue that these are not the only 3 that will ever come out. Okay? But for now, it's these 3. And one of the conversations we had, it was all of the things that are going on. I believe Ryan had just come back from a trip, and every time he traveled, he gets sick. You get in a plane, you travel with everybody else's air, and you end up getting ill. And so we started talking about the whole concept of creating a product that would boost immunity. And so this one has 3 ingredients in it. Fucotin is a natural product that is, well, we'll get into each one of them, but these are the 3 that are here. Fucotin, it's I love it, sulfocated polysaccharide. That's big words, but what it really is it's something that breaks down. It's from brown seaweed, and it allows a body to have a decent immunity. Now, I'm going to make a statement, and it's going to embarrass everybody, including me. It says right here, antiviral. Oops. That is not compliant. Please don't say that. We are supposed to have changed this slide out. And antiviral, if you say that, we are no longer a supplement. Please, we'll change that so that when you see it in all of the documentation, it will not say antiviral. Antiviral is a medical claim. We cannot make medical claims. I apologize to you all. Matter of fact, I know how to fix it. All right, now we're going to talk about. Can't do it. There's too many screens. All right. So we have food coding. We have zinc. All of you have heard about how strong zinc is for that boosts the immunity. It helps it. It's well tolerated, and it's a natural mineral. So between those two plus, don't you love that one? Aberinogallactin. It's a word, isn't it? Again, it is a natural product that comes from larch trees. Now, this particular product, this particular formula, uses two biologics that we normally don't use in a set of formulas except for our HERS formula. So it was a little bit more interesting to put this formula together. So those are the three, with those three ingredients, that makes up our immune formula. So we have Ryan back up here so that he can finish this whole thing. Want you to know how important this was for us. For us to be able to take what we normally put in a dose of swish, we have to increase here you go. We have to increase the concentration almost 7 times. In order to do that, we have to be absolutely sure that we do not overload a formula. I know that you believe that we do things with great art and science, but when we do research and development on more than one occasion, we will, how do I say it, blow up the lab. We will make a mistake. It will be a formula that we can't use for 100 different reasons. These were all very, very tricky, if I can use that word, because we wanted them to be strong, but we couldn't make them so strong that the ingredients started to cascade out of the bottles. So it's Ryan's fault because that's what he wanted, and we did the very best we could. So thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Bert.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. You don't have a microphone.
No, you do.
Oh.
So I'm going to use your microphone. Ryan and Michael did an amazing Asian trip.
I was going to say that.
Oh, you were?
But that's okay.
Okay. And he got so excited because they both felt, and you know how it feels when a cold starts to come on. They used immune, woke up the next morning, perfect. He told me that. So every time I felt something coming on, I used it. Next morning, gone. So that was good. The other thing, Ryan's young, I'm old. I hate meetings. I get bored. I start to fall asleep. I spray the energy, and within 5 minutes, I'm 100%. You're going to go crazy. I haven't tried the other one, but I do have restless leg once in a while, and I've been told the magnesium is going to help that. So I just wanted to.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks. Steve loves to come on and interrupt me at any time. So I try to return the favor whenever we have a game that we play where we just interrupt each other. That is true. Michael Firth and I were actually traveling through Asia. We did Indonesia, Japan, and Taiwan. And about our third day in, he and I both started to get that feeling in our throats like we were about to get sick. And he said, I need this. Please let me try it. So I gave him an unlabeled bottle and we both tried it. And it was like it would get knocked down. And then the next day it started to come up again. We'd spray it and it would get knocked down. And by day 3, it was gone. And we just kept suppressing it with the zinc and the fucoidin. So really, really exciting stuff. I'm going to put out, I'm not a scientist. I'm looking at Bert. I'm not a scientist, but I use this product in a particular way. I actually listened to a presentation by Dr. Who's our doctor in El Salvador, the ear doctor? Luis Valdez, Dr. Luis Valdez. And he's an ear, nose, and throat doctor. And he talks about the most absorbent place in your body is under your tongue. More than your cheeks, more than any other area, it's under your tongue. So when I spray the energy, which I need absorbed, I spray the energy under my tongue. When I spray the immune, I want the zinc to also coat my throat. So I do spray the zinc all the way into the back of my mouth and in my cheeks. But when I do want the energy for instant effects, I spray it directly under the tongue. 3 sprays, 6 sprays if you're not a wimp. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, so you're probably wondering how much this costs and if this is available in Europe. It's just in the United States to start. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, it's available in Europe. And because we wanted this to be an introductory product to get people and maybe even younger generations using our product and trying it and sharing it before they introduce their moms and grandparents to glutathione and the benefits of those products, we decided to give this product what my dad would call a breakthrough price point at $30 to get started. So people can try this product for just $30 and it is a 1-month supply. Something I'm going to talk about tomorrow is we are continuing to evolve our sign up and our registration process. And our next step goes beyond the current build a pack system where everything is $50 or $100 pack, $300 pack. You will be able to select and pick any product you want, build a 2, 3, 4, 5 bottle pack, and it gives you discounts based on pricing, and you save more when you go on auto ship. So that follows the traditional e-commerce method that people are used to. And because now that we're introducing products that aren't just $50, they're $30, all the packs are gonna be messed up if we stay with that. So we're gonna have individual build your own pack pricing so people can get discounts and shop and get what they need. Does anyone want to try any? Okay, who wants some? Here we go.